So for me it's under volumes. Google Drive, EAE, Prac 6 sediments. And I'm opening this one that has the chessboard, okay, the raster, not the mesh, the raster. When I open it, it says, what would you like to open? The flags of the mean? I want the mean. Task completed. Here's my layer. Now I'm going to close this. The layer is a multi-band of many bands, remember? And I can use pseudo color to just look at January. Here is the layer for January. I want to zoom in somewhere cool, say the Congo. I'm not sure this is the Congo, but somewhere in West Africa. I can see sediment concentrations much higher, closer to the coast. I can see that there's some river coming out here, and I can already estimate, and we're going to learn about the big currents of the ocean, that the current is driving the sediment south. Now I want to know how much sediment is here. I'm going to create a polygon, and I do that by adding a new shapefile layer. See this new button? Giving it a name. I'm going to call it my polygon again. And it's not a point layer, it's a polygon layer. Okay. Now I have this polygon, I can edit it. So I'm toggling this pencil and adding the polygon feature. And I left click, left click, left click, left click, say I'm interested in this area, and right click when I'm done. I'm just kind of going to call it polygon 1. So here's my polygon. Very importantly, when I'm done editing it, I untoggle the pencil and save it. Okay, so now this polygon is ready to be used by things like, so this is zone, can have statistics. So if I look for the zonal statistics, I have it here. And I'm going to interrogate this raster layer. I'm going to interrogate one at a time each one of these bands and use my polygon again as the area that I'm getting the statistics of, and it automatically gives me the count, so how many pixel values it has, the sum of all those pixel values of the TSM, and the mean. I'm interested in the mean the most. And then I need some sort of range, so standard deviation or variance, whichever one you prefer to use. One is a square of the other, they're not that dissimilar. And I can call this January if I want. So now each column that I have in the attribute table that will be formed will start with January. So January mean, January this, January that. I'm going to run that. Now when I go to my polygon again and open the attribute table, so I right clicked, I can see the January count, so it has 956 pixels in there. That's the sum. I don't want the sum, I just want the mean and the standard deviation, okay, to go into a spreadsheet. And I want to repeat that again for all on the same polygon. They will appear as additional columns on the side here. When I'm done, I can select, if I choose this corner here, it will select everything, and I can copy these to a clipboard and say put them on an Excel spreadsheet, just paste them here. Okay, so this is my data. Once you have that, I need a column plot, a bar plot with arrows. Okay, so use the standard deviations that you have there, or variances, whatever you use. Let me know what you did. There will be 2 months that have an interesting pattern. So one is going to be high and one is going to be low in your data, hopefully. So the idea is to show me a map of the 2 months, okay, that you chose. Write a label that this is January, this is June, and explain to me why those differences occur. Is there a difference in rainfall in this area of the world around these months, etc.? Other things we didn't do in class that might be of interest are cropping the raster with this polygon. So right now I have a raster of the entire world. I can crop it so that only what appears in the polygon is going to be there. And I can do that with my raster. I can clip it by a mask layer, by this polygon. I'm not going to do it now because I didn't ask you to do this in class. We'll do it with another layer later in the week, later in the month. And that was that. When you make the map, just turn this off so I can see it. Another way you can deal with it is to have fill that's different. So right now we have a simple fill and we just want an outline. Okay, so you can do something like that so it's clear. That's it. That's all we needed to do for this week's prac. So thank you very much.